All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get airborne with our Max Afterburner brief this Wednesday. Just getting some updates from some buddies who are in the know. Now this Hamas guy is calling for Friday the 13th, like terrorist attacks around the world. So I can't pronounce his name, and I'm not going to tell you his name, but the leader of Hamas calling for a global Muslim uprising and jihad this Friday the 13th. And residents in northern Israel have been just ordered to shelter in place, large-scale drone attack incoming, and paragliders. So similar to what happened in the south, it looks like the IDF is reporting might be starting in the north. Whew. Unbelievable, folks. Kind of a hard segue into what we're going to talk about today, but not a hard segue. If you're new to Top Gun Options, welcome aboard. I'm going to give you a quick brief before I give the brief. I'm bipolar, right? And so am I. I'll tell you how I feel as Wiz. With everything that's going on in the world, the heartbreaking, just the horror that's going on. And then I'm going to forget all about that. And I'm going to turn into Gordon Gekko from the movie Wall Street. And I'm going to show us how to print money on this horror. Now, if that hits you wrong, let me give you a couple choices. Would you rather be broke and miserable as the world potentially ends, or have some nice cash and money and making money as the world burns? You gotta, to quote Gordon Gekko from the movie Wall Street, if you want a friend, get a dog. Right now, and I've said, markets take the escalator up and the elevator down, and we haven't even seen bad yet, and it's about to get really, really bad, let alone war in Europe with Ukraine and Russia. Now we have war in the Middle East. And this might be the big one, finally, between Israel and Iran. So I get it. I did my hot yoga this morning, my vinyasa. I did my meditation. And my watch is listening to me, doing my medicine work, but it's still, there's a lot of negative energy. But I channel that negative energy into trading, into putting the ladder down to help folks heal as well as make money. And we're going to cover all of that today. So my mission objective for today, quick brief, because I have a 2 o'clock or 2:15 marketing brief with something that if you join Top Gun Options or you upgrade into the lifetime membership, you can get access to, man. We have a lot of good stuff going on here at Top Gun Options. But today I'm going to open up the doors to Max Afterburner. And give an insane discount, and I love doing this because it's going to help people. Not only you, but you're going to be helping other people. I'm going to open the doors to 5 new lifetime members, single pay, and then other folks can join with a month-to-month discount. I'm still going to hook you up with an insane month-to-month discount, and I'm going to guarantee something. So you have zero risk. Period. If I suck, you don't pay. Isn't that fair? And then obviously show you who and what you're supporting today. Okay. Real quick though, I always got to start with this because a lot of people don't know what investment clubs are. An investment club is a group of people that get together and invest together. Duh. There's a ton of investment clubs all over the place. Here's just a quick list of them. Some of you know of the Beardstown Ladies. Like once a year, CNBC has like their annual stock, investment club competition. And there's a bunch of ladies sitting in Beardstown, Ohio that knit and invest, right? So the Beardstown Ladies, Tiger 21, college investing clubs, Tiger 21, Jim Cramer just launched an investment club. But if you're smart, you join that club and do every trade the exact opposite that he does. There's like inverse Kramer ETFs that are printing money off this guy. Like 75% of his picks are wrong. I'll show you my stuff and the exact opposite. So investment clubs are very common, and it's kind of on a separate wall than what I do here at Top Gun Options. Top Gun Options is a training environment. The investment clubs are the execution environment, the real going in the combat. But this is literally taken from the SEC page. An investment club is generally a group of people who pool their money and invest together. They study, blah, blah, blah. The group might buy or sell on a member vote, club meetings, whatever. I would rather get my teeth drilled than do any of this. I would rather get my teeth drilled than sit around, knit, and all of us try and come to a decision about an investment and then fire that investment through a single account. No, thank you. So what I did years ago, and you'll find out why I did this, we have a self-directed investment club. We all hang out, we research, we do our stuff, we share it with each other, and you are the PIC. You are the pilot in command of your portfolio, not me. I don't want to trade anybody else's account anyway. I fly and fight my own airplane. You fly and fight your own airplane. I see good trade ideas in our clubs. I'll take them. If not, I leave them. I post all of my trades, personal and from Top Gun Options, in the investment club. So we are a self-directed investment club. That's what we do in our investment clubs. Real quick history, just like most things in my life, I turn extremely bad into good. We called, ladies and gentlemen, I called the COVID crash, market crash, to the day. Let's go back in time real quick. Let's do a little debrief here. 2020, January 22nd, Donald Trump sitting in Davos, Switzerland, with the beautiful people, right? When Ray Dalio, the world's largest hedge fund manager, famous words that might be on his headstone someday: cash is trash. Do you remember January 2020? Stock market at record highs, unemployment, African-American, Hispanic, female, unemployment at record lows. Donald Trump had just beaten another impeachment. He beat the Chinese into submission in the trade war. Life was fantastic. And then a deep throat buddy of mine who was in the White House was like, dude, this was in December. Dude, there's something that escaped from a level 4 weapons lab in China, and it might be coming here. I'm like, what? Started to come here. I'm like, I did what's called outsider trading. Unlike senators and congressmen who went to microphones and said, everything's fine, not coming here, everybody relax, and then got on their cell phones and called their brokers and said, get out, and told all their friends, right? They didn't get in trouble for that. I did outsider trading. Donald Trump, I'll never forget, I was sitting here in an accelerated retirement brief. Sitting here watching Trump in Davos. Joe Kiernan, CNBC reporter, said what? End of the interview, throwaway question. Hey, whoa, Mr. President, real quick before you go. What's this China virus? What's this flu thing? Dumb question, Joe. Why'd you even ask me that? Nobody makes dumber questions than you. You're an idiot not coming here. I love Xi. Trust Xi with my life. Been to Mar-a-Lago. Great backswing. You're an idiot. Dumb question. I looked into this camera and I said, get out. Buy puts on the S&P 500. Get out of everything long you have right now. Get long volatility. And in about a month and a half, we made $2.5 million. As what happened? The smart money said what? Oh, this is the bottom. I'd buy here. Ray Dalio. What's the other guy's name? All the smart money. What's the guy's? Oh, it just went out of my head. The one dude who said we need to close the stock market for a couple days. Oh, no, dude. I'm bearish right now. If you got bullish long-term positions, I'm on the other side of those trades. This is how it works. You remember that? Oh, I gotta find the clips of that, man. Do you remember all that? Bill Ackman frothing at the mouth. All the smart money, folks, right? They like to privatize their profits, don't they? When they make a shit pot of money, they make a shit pot of money. When they start losing, they start, oh, well, we need to be bailed out. You need to close the markets, folks. Did you see the movie? Go watch the movie Dumb Money. Go watch the movie Dumb Money. I just saw it the other night with my wife, and it was pretty good. So, folks, we are the smart money. It makes my skin crawl when I watch CNBC. Coming up next, Legendary Investor. I'm like, you mean Legendary Investor who sucks? They're salesmen, folks. The whole CNBC is a bunch of cheerleaders and stuff like that. But these investment clubs are better than any hedge fund I know. going to age myself a little bit right now. Been doing this for over 3 decades, over 30 years, folks. Why is it better than any hedge fund that I've seen? First of all, it's got investors of all levels and sectors. We got doctors in there, pharmaceutical executives, airline pilots, lawyers, military, small business owners, retired, stay-at-home dads, moms, you name it. And they trade their own money. They research and we trade. Why? Because we care. Let me tell you a quick story about my time in Chicago. I helped run a multi-billion-dollar volatility arbitrage firm. I was the managing director of strategy. Now, the HR director was an old lady. About 99% of the traders in this firm were dudes. So whenever she had to fire somebody, I did it, or I had to be in the office. So in the blink of an eye one morning, one of our traders got around our risk management systems, because we had this rule for a reason, and this guy got around it. You weren't allowed to trade biotech stocks in our firm. It was gambling. This guy got around somehow our risk management systems, and Immunogen, it was a cancer drug. I'll never forget this day. In the blink of an eye, when the FDA announced that it had failed the phase 3 trials for this drug, the stock went down like 80% in seconds. This guy lost $4 million of his money? No. Because when I went to his desk and said, dude, you're gone. Let's go. Leave your shit. I'll put it in a box and we'll FedEx it to you. I had beers with this guy. He was a good dude. I mean, nice enough guy. We're walking out. I'm looking at him like, dude, what are you doing? What? He's like, what's my money, Wiz? He left. He worked at a competitor down the street like weeks later. So ladies and gentlemen, these so-called pros, most of them ain't trading their own money, folks. In these investment clubs, we give a shit because it's our money. So real quick review, TOPGUN options on the left side of the Chinese wall, we call it, is our training. I strongly recommend people paper trade. It's like going to the simulator if you're a pilot. Before you put real capital at risk, get in the simulator building. We got Solo Amazon, where we just trade Amazon. We got a new service called Weekly Futures, where they trade options on futures, and obviously our industry-leading Full Throttle program, where we teach people how to trade options. Then, when people are ready to get airborne, we have our investment clubs. This is the actual execution phase, where it's called the Hunters or the Max Afterburner Lifetime Group, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So, again, nobody cares more about your money than you. It always cracks me up when my buddies get pissed, right? Wiz, we're a fiduciary. I have a fiduciary duty to my clients. I'm like, if you care more about somebody's money than they do, they're weird or they're idiots. And it cracks me up when people are like, oh, my college roommate manages my money. I'm like, he does not care about your money as much as you do. And if he does, you're weird, right? Nobody cares more about your money than you. Okay, that's my trading firm up in Chicago, Immunogen. There you go. And as I was walking him out, I'm like, dude, what were you thinking? He goes, wasn't my money. But he also goes, come on, man. They passed the phase 1 trial. They passed the phase 2. I heard from my source that they were going to pass the phase 3 trial, and then it didn't. I'm like, well, there you go, folks. So all these so-called smart money folks, I laugh at them, right? There you go. Bill Ackman, wiped out in a SPAC. Ray Dalio, cash is trash. Jeffrey Gundlach. Remember when the market imploded due to COVID? And then Jerome Powell, the Federal Reserve, jumped in to save capitalism? That morning, it was a Thursday morning. Weekly jobless unemployment claims were 6 million. I was almost in tears. I'm like, oh my God. I was getting ready to hit enter on one of the most bearish trades of my life, and what happened? Federal Reserve Chief Jerome Powell pushed the pickle button on his stick in the Fed jet and dropped the biggest financial nuclear weapon known to man. I deleted all my bearish trades, and what did I do? I said, buy everything with both hands. And what happened like a month later? The smart money who had missed the implosion were doing what? Look at this, April 27th of 2020. Jeffrey Gundlach runs a $200 billion firm. I'm shorting the market. I think we're going to retest those COVID lows. Folks, here's the market. There's the COVID crash, and then we never looked back. Well, we're looking back right now, but you get what I mean. This is Jeffrey Gundlach over here going, no, we're going to go back down here. $200 billion hedge fund manager completely destroyed and got it wrong. We got it right. The smart money got it wrong. In this group, we also get to do what I call a red team, right? What does that mean? In the military, folks, before I went on a mission, we have groupthink, right? If we're all in a room planning a combat sortie over Syria or Lebanon or Egypt, guess what? Before we walk out to our fighter jets, I go grab people that weren't involved in our planning, but they kind of have some SA, situational awareness as to what we're doing. I bring them in, I sit them down, and I brief them on the plan. And after I get done briefing them, I go, red team, what do you got? And you can hear the shotguns, boom, boom, boom. They start ripping my plan to shreds. They become the enemy. We do this in our investment club. You got a trade you like, throw it in there and give us your commit criteria. Why are you committing capital to this trade? And we'll try and rip it apart. If we can't, or we do a little bit, it makes it an even better trade, folks. So when everybody's thinking alike, somebody isn't thinking, right? So I've seen this before. I've seen somebody like, hey, I'm doing this trade. Here's my commit criteria. And we try and poke holes in it. And it's like, that's pretty damn solid. Because what sucks when you're trading solo, ladies and gentlemen, is what? You're sitting here in your bunny slippers, drinking your coffee, watching some idiot on CNBC, and you're trading alone. You think, oh, that's a great trade. Just ask me. It might be, but why don't you bounce it off of a bunch of other investors? So the red teaming part of our investment clubs is insanity. So we have two investment clubs, like I said, Max Afterburner. It's also our lifetime membership, man. You are good to go for lifetime. And I am the only guy in this entire industry that allows you to transfer your lifetime membership. I've already done one this year. Guy retired and he's like, Wiz, I'm ready to hand it off to my daughter. Boom. $0. For free, you can transfer your lifetime membership. This is another one of those things where some of my peers are like, dude, why are you doing that? You're giving up money. I'm like, why are you doing that? It should be free. So you get everything that I'm doing in the Max Afterburner group. We are on an app. So these two threads right here, folks, the Max Afterburner, trades and intel. I'll show you on the laptop as well here in a second. I post everything in here. All of my intel. Sitting on the beach in Boca, going to Colorado this weekend on Friday the 13th. Pray for me. Everything is posted in here. I tell people this thing right here is priceless. From hedge fund buddies in Chicago, London, New York, Hong Kong, to military buddies in the Pentagon, around the world, to political people. I got a shitload of political contacts now. I am dialed in. So everything I know gets right in here immediately. Then there's another thread called Trades Only. What's in the Trades Only thread? It's like watching Bugs Bunny growing up. Who's buried in Grant's tomb? So in the Trades Only thread, it's only trades, opening, closing, or adjustments. It kind of keeps stuff separate. Here's the chatter of stuff back and forth. Here are the trades only. And I'll show you that in a second. I used to do coaching, folks. Every Friday, I used to hate. Now, every Friday, I love. I do my foundation work. I do my podcast. Why? Because I used to do like 8 coaching sessions, one-on-one, back to back. Oh, my God. It makes my hands tremble even thinking about it. That sucked. Guess what? This is essentially live coaching. You got me, unfortunately, 24/7. Wiz, I got a question, or how do you do this, or what? You got live, essentially coaching. And it's really cool because not only do I post an answer to you, everybody gets to see that, but there's other traders that are smarter or better than me that are posting that as well. The Hunters is similar, but you don't get lifetime access to everything. You're still paying for it, and it's not on an app. So the Hunters is kind of like JV, so to speak, junior varsity. Okay. What's this? Oh, Robert, after the, when the COVID crash was going on, Robert's like, dude, I'm keeping track of all your trades. Look at this. This was like a year and a half, 17 months. If you had done all the trades I had posted, it was $791,000 in 17 months. Men lie, trades don't. Okay. And all my trades, I'll show you on the homepage, everything. I just posted my last quarter's performance and my trades for my personal account. Who's this? Oh, this is Utah. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy's he was a Blue Angel, Mark Provo, call sign Utah, FedEx captain right now. He joined me in Fort Lauderdale on a layover months ago. He's like, dude, I've been following you. I don't even know what the hell an option is. He joined. This was like a month later. Good morning. Less than 20 trading days. I'm up 15 grand on a $40,000 account. And I'm like, hey, bro, if you can do it, anybody can do it. But folks, that was a 38% return in 20 trading days. Again, Wiz doesn't love blood in the streets physically or in the markets. Wiz loves blood in the streets in the markets, not in the streets. So folks, yeah, and I don't want to sit here and what's this one? Bob Wiz started with a $295 subscription in March, put 20 grand in my stock account. By March 9th, the 20 became 60. So I converted to the annual of $29.95. This morning, it's 150 grand. You read someone's email that said you are a wizard. I believe Wiz is the wizard. Dwayne, I've made 20 grand in options trades, could pay for lifetime in a month. Ann, 250 to 2.7. Seth, 300, 488, a million. What was that last one? John, Max Afterburner helps to avoid analysis paralysis and time wasting because there are very smart people interacting. I love that. All right. So again, real quick, access to all my opening, closing trades in my personal account, and you get me 24/7, 365, unfortunately. Access to my proprietary intel, my mastermind group, my hedge fund, buddies, military, political, my full Rolodex. Obviously, all your other squadron mates. There are some smart people. I don't trade bonds, or I've gotten a ton of profitable trades from other people in this investment club. It is a fantastic team. Obviously, we talked about the live Q&A, and you get access to all the current and future products and services. I'm looking at a guy potentially to do options on commodities. We just launched weekly options on futures. You never pay for a thing again, a new service or product. Okay. Check out what it started at all the way back in the day, man. So it is currently up to about $26,000 for 2024. That's the projected value of lifetime. Now, today, I'm going to hook a brother and sister up for a very good purpose. Okay. So, like I said, it's currently 24. If we launch the options on commodity service next year, it'll probably be about 26K. So currently it's 24 grand. $495 annual maintenance fee. Every January 1st, there is an annual maintenance fee for the lifetime, folks. So you don't pay for any services or products again, but there is still a small maintenance fee every January 1st. Okay. We also just, as I said, launched an options on future service. I haven't had time to learn trading options on futures, but there are folks over there doing that. Like I said, access to everything we do and in the future, and you can transfer to an immediate family member. No other service does this. Okay. Run, don't walk to join Lifetime. I missed out on the 12.5 deal, paid more way back when. And that's what a lot of people are doing. They're kind of kicking themselves. So again, in a couple seconds, I'm going to give you a 24-hour option, a 48, and then a 72. And it's going to increase every day that goes by. I just thought of this. So access to everything we do. Real quick, Solo Amazon, we do every Monday at 10. The primary brief is every Tuesday at 10. We did weekly options this morning at 10. I fired a weekly bear call spread that's printing money. That's just about paying for, well, we'll talk about it in a second. And then AR, we do every Thursday at 10. It's called Accelerated Retirement. We just launched this as well. This is currently, $14.95 weekly options on futures. If you want to do this, let me know. So that is our newest trade brief. And it's really cool, folks, because you can auto trade the weekly options on futures through CTG. Okay. Commodity Trading Group. That's based up in Chicago. The reason we did this partnership with CTG was Nell, beautiful soul. Nell's son, Marine, took his own life. You do not commit suicide. You take your own life. It's a horrible way to talk about that. So lost her son. She found our foundation, the No Fallen Heroes Foundation, and she's like, Wiz, if Frankie had known about your foundation or doing psychedelic assisted therapy, he'd probably be here. She said he would be here right now, but I'm going to put probably in there because well, she's the mom. I'll believe her. He'd be here right now. So every commission, she gutted the commissions on the service for TGO members, but she's like, well, we're going to charge them something. It's really low because any commission that we generate on this service is going to go to the foundation. So quick little segue on that weekly options on future service. So, sorry. Let's talk performance. Look at that screen. I took this screenshot this morning, and based on two bearish trades I have on right now, that's probably close to 90. This is a screenshot from this morning, folks, from my E-Trade brokerage account. I'll show you in a second. 87%. Look at the Dow year to date. I'd be embarrassed. The S&P, 13% year to date. The S&P is up. The NASDAQ, the tech-heavy NASDAQ, we had a big tech rally. 29. That's pretty respectable, folks. The NASDAQ being up 29% year to date. These all suck. 87% my personal brokerage account is up. And I want you to look right here. Look at the past 2 months. What happened? Well, if you have been paying attention to trading, you know what. In the past month and a half to 2 months, the market has imploded, exploded, and imploded. Let's go look at it. Look at the S&P 500 in the past. Imploded, exploded, imploded, exploded. Look at this volatility. So, ladies and gentlemen, everybody's a genius when the market's going straight up, aren't they? Everybody at a cocktail party. Everybody's a genius when the market's going up. Actually, they're not. You know who's a genius? Who can trade the market when it's doing this shit. I love it. I absolutely love it. Again, I don't like people losing money or getting hurt, but guess what? If you don't know what you're doing, you deserve to lose money. I mean, I'll be on the other side of that trade. So there's my personal brokerage account, 87% year to date. If you started with a $100,000 portfolio at the beginning of the year with Top Gun options, you have $87,000 in profit. You have 187 grand in your brokerage account. And I got to be honest with you, folks, I don't trade. I can show you my account. I have maybe 10, 20 grand at risk at any one time. I am right now, folks, especially with the world ending, I'm about 80 to 90% cash. And I'm using the 20 to 10% of capital in targeted sniper shots and opportunities, man. I am not long-term bullish on anything right now. Amazon a little, and psychedelics I am. But everything else, folks, this is a target-rich environment. How are the model portfolios doing at Top Gun options? Solo Amazon, about 100 grand year to date. The primary model portfolio is up 305 grand. Weekly options, very tactical in and out trades, $140. And AR, accelerated retirement, supposed to be more conservative trades, but it's kind of my lagger because AR is supposed to be what? Longer term focused. I ain't longer term focused, folks. We might be dead in a year. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. I lived through 9/11, my first flight, supposed to be as an airline pilot. Instead, I was getting ready to fly combat air patrol. I was in the Chicago Board of Trade, the CBOE, the Chicago Board Options Exchange, in the financial crisis. I've never seen anything as bad as where we are right now. Raging inflation, war, high interest rates, real estate's about to implode. I'm not even going to ripple through everything, but I am going to promise you, as the market implodes or explodes, I don't care, to be honest with you. Technically, I want markets to go up. I want people to be happy. I don't want bad. But like I led this brief with, folks, if there's bad, do you want to be broke or have money? It's funny. So what's that? If you did all that math together, it's over $600,000 across my personal account and the model portfolios in 10 months. Based on how I'm doing, how you doing, we're probably going to be over $1 million annualized. That's just, and again, men lie, brokerages accounts do. You can go on the homepage of Top Gun Options, scroll down to the bottom, and I posted all the trades from the third quarter in my personal account as well as the model portfolios. All right, so here we go. It is time to join an elite team, and you can help pitch into the fight to save veterans' lives and first responders. What's going on? In 3 weeks, at the end of this month, we are heading. I am finally hitting one of my mission objectives from the past couple years. After starting the No Fallen Heroes Foundation, we have been forced to take veterans and first responders to Mexico and to Costa Rica. We have been forced to take veterans and first responders injured serving this country to other countries to heal. I want that to sink in. You do it in San Diego, you're a felon. You go an hour south to the mission within, you save your life. Furious. Now, in 3 weeks, we are going to begin healing our heroes at home. We are doing our first healing retreat in the United States of America. Thank God for Colorado and Oregon leading the way. So, and I'm going to be brutally honest, folks. I think, and the reason I have to do this, and it's not no fault of anybody in here, and please do not take this the wrong way, but I have to tell you that I do a better job giving something like this, a lifetime membership, as opposed to asking for donations. The environment is just pretty tough. When I say, hey, we need some money, can somebody sponsor some veterans or first responders for healing? Thank you if you have, or the people that do, but it doesn't work. I guess I'm either shitty at asking people to donate for money, so I'm going to put that aside. I'm actually just going to give shit of value instead that's going to go do that. Does that make sense? And it's really interesting. I'll leave it at that. So this is why I'm doing this and going to hook you guys up really well. Andrew is, I don't think Andrew's in here. He's already a member, but Andrew sent me a message when I started launching this. He lost his son who took his own life. And Andrew's another TGO member who said, had my boy, Andrew's like, had I known about No Fallen Heroes, he'd be here. And so Andrew is on board with our mission. 6-year Marine guy, opioids. He was a law enforcement officer too. Opioids, alcohol. After 12 years of physical, emotional, mental, and relationship destruction, I found help via No Fallen Heroes Foundation and was successfully treated in a 5-day journey. I'm healed. That's his words, not mine. I'm happy. My family's happy. I'm better than ever. Don't give up. Hope, reach out. So this is I got about 5 day jobs, but my 2 passions right now are helping you trade and profit as this market's imploding. Keep going down. I have 2 bearish trades that are printing money. I'm watching my S&P over here like, keep going lower. I am making money as the market implodes. So here we go. Here's the irresistible offer. You have 2 options to join Lifetime, Max Afterburner. I'm going to allow 5 members only to do a one-time payment, okay? A one-time payment. If you don't want to do a one-time payment, you can break it up into 12 monthly payments, okay? Now, the 12 monthly payments are going to be more than the lump sum. That's just the way life works, and it makes sense. So here are the options. As I said, it's currently worth $24,000-ish. So for the next, let's call it, because I got to hop on an airplane. Let's call it for the next 48 hours, $12,000, a 50, why do I say 55? That's literally a 50% discount. It's a little north of 24 grand. So if you would like to do the lump sum, there it is. 50% discount in the next 48 hours. Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, winter solstice. Okay. So here's how you do it. One-time payment. You can do a wire, which is cheaper. It's $25 with your bank or something like that. Or send me an email, Wiz at Top Gun Options. I think it's right there. I'll send you a link and you can pay with credit card. Warning, PayPal charges 3%, whatever it is. It's about a $500 fee. That ain't me, that's PayPal. Okay. So it's cheaper if you want to do a one-time payment, wire or ACH. Okay. Email me, Wiz at Top Gun Options. I'll send you the wire instructions. Or email me and say, Wiz, I'll eat the PayPal fee and I'll send you a link to pay with credit card. Okay. 50% discount. Okay. Now, Wiz, I don't have a one-time payment right now. I will let you break it up into monthly payments. $1,500 a month for 12 months. Okay. That lets you save $8 grand. Folks, I made $1,500 so far today on one S&P 500 trade. Keep going. And it might be close to $2 grand. So that is one S&P 500 trade per month. I did one today. That unless the market just turns around out of the blue between now and the closing bell, I paid for your monthly membership. I'll give you this link in a second, but I'm going to guarantee something. You ready for this? If I don't make $1,500 in a month, I will pay. You don't pay your lifetime membership that month. Deal? Usually we can do this in a day, but give me 30 days. If I don't have a profitable, at least $1,500 trade, you do not pay your lifetime membership that month. Okay? Does everybody, isn't that a good, you have zero risk. So let me give you the link. And I'm going to show you that you get a deal right now because currently it's supposed to be $1,800 a month. My marketing people are like, here's the link for today's brief. I'm like, you know what? Let's not do the 18. I will do the 15. Okay. So there it is. Let me put this order form in the chat box. That's one trade a month, folks. And you get immediate access to the lifetime group. 12 months, $1,500. You're in. Don't forget, you have the $495 annual maintenance fee. I already briefed you on that. That's on the order page. Let me give you the link so you don't forget it. It's top. Yep. Let me answer those questions in a second. Yeah, I have never been more. Man, every time I'm like, I could not be more bearish. It's nuts. All right, so there's the TopGunOptions.com/max-afterburner-monthly-1500. Oh, you know what? Do I have, you know what? I'm going to do this. I am going to do this. I forgot. I'm going to brief this. You ready? I'll give you 12. Here's what we're going to do. For the next 48 hours, it's $1,250 or 24 hours. Then I'm going to raise it. That's what I was going to do to $1,500. And then finally, if you don't act, it's going to go up to what it currently is. That's what I'm going to do. So look at this. Instead of paying $18 a month or $50, I'm in a good mood. $1,500 a month. Let's do this. Let's do the $250. I'm going to do that. I am a nice guy. So you got between me getting on an air right now and getting on an airplane to see my boy for Parents Weekend at CU in Colorado, you got $1,250. So the clock's ticking. That's what I'm going to do. Let's do this. I like this type of stuff. So here is the link. It ain't $1,500. Let's do $1,250. So you got 24 hours to do $1,250. Boom. Delete the other link for 24 hours. If you do not grab it when I'm on the plane tomorrow, I'm going to take this page down, and it's going to go up to 1,500. Then by Friday afternoon, the Stanford game is Friday night, Coach Prime. I'll take this page down, and then over the weekend, this will be the only offer you can do, $1,800 a month. So there you go. Uncle Wiz is being nice and putting a ladder down. Obviously, it's cheaper. As I told you, shoot me an email to do the one-time lump sum payment, and I'll send you the wire instructions, or a credit card thing for PayPal. That ain't me, folks. I'm in the wrong business. The credit card fees are insane. All right, quick admin items. Annual maintenance fee, we already covered. This is for new lifetime members only, because there are people who paid like the $1,800. And I reached out to a couple of them. They're like, dude, I already paid for my lifetime with like last month with your trades. I'm like, okay, good. Because I hate when people do that. Like, I just bought a brand new iPhone, and look, this one comes out and it's even cheaper. I'm furious at that stuff. I'm not that guy. So if you did do the 1,500 or 1,800, I'm not worried about you because you've been taken care of. So this is for new lifetime members only. $1,250 for the next 24 hours, $1,500, then $1,800. That's what I'm going to do. So this deal has time decay. All right, real quick. If you're a current TGO member, you know that you get insanely good deals. If you invested in the Healing REIT, did you watch the podcast? Make everybody, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, just bear with me. Ladies and gentlemen, if you invested in the REIT, Piper Sandler gave us $50 million and said another 50 by January 1st. Based on the 50 million they just put into our REIT, our Healing REIT, you made 10 times your money. So all the angels that put in 25, hello, 250. If they double it, when they double it and put 100 on January 1st, you can do the math. So why am I bringing this up? Because, ladies and gentlemen, as a lifetime TGO member, you get access to freaking good deals. We have an entertainment division. Next week, I am meeting with Mark Wahlberg's brother, Jim, the J one, not Donnie, who runs their production company. Taking him flying in our fighter jet, taking him to a Panthers game. And knock on wood, they want 6 episodes of our No Fallen Heroes Extraction. So for all the angels that invested 2 years ago in this entertainment thing, hopefully we're getting there. The REIT, at 2:15, I have a brief for the No Fallen Heroes My Crew Doses launch. We are launching a healing supplement line. Think Black Rifle Coffee for veterans and supplements. It's called Maverick Mind. So I don't know why I'm talking about all this shit. What I'm getting at is, folks, you want to be at Top Gun Options because I get freaking good deals. The psychedelic space is exploding. When, not if, when MDMA is legal next year for therapeutic use, I can't even tell you what I believe is going to happen. I am so excited. That's the only thing I am bullish on for the future, man, is healing. People need healing and people need help. And finally, as I said, you can transfer to an immediate family member. I'm the only guy that does that. I don't know why other people don't. Like dying here. Okay. Hey, and like I said, if you're a little bit more senior, I was going to say old, but I'm old, so senior. Folks, look at Andrew. I was 73 when I became a lifetime member. I look forward to making the cost via Wiz trading before leaving it to my children or grandchildren, a great incentive to live and thrive. Dennis, 71 and a lifetime member. Dwayne, I went lifetime when I realized I was making 20 grand a month listening to you. Folks should really think about a lifetime membership. When I joined in 2013, I thought I'd do it for a year or so and move on my own. That worked for a while, and then I joined again a few years later. I find the intel to be priceless. My point is that I have spent more, listen to this, I have spent more on annual memberships over the years than a lifetime membership. I want that to sink in. Personally, as a businessman, I want you in your Full Throttle annual membership for the next 1,000 years. But that's not me. I'd rather hook you up with a lifetime membership, the Max Afterburner group, the investment club, and be done. Stop with the lifetime or the annual membership and all the payments and stuff like that. So I'm not going to beat a dead horse. I mean, we have a ton of folks who can attest to the power of this group. I mean, it's just, I'm so excited. David down here started with Wiz over 4 years ago and have made over 450 grand in that time. Haven't said it in a while, but thanks, Wiz. I love doing this. Okay. Very passionate about what I do. Anything that I do. I don't do shit half-assed. I'm never half pregnant. It's full throttle or off. So whether it's the psychedelics with the foundation and healing people or training you in the dogfight of combat and trading, I'm going to succeed or I'm going to die trying. If this is your first time checking out Top Gun options, clearly you're probably like, holy shit, that's a big investment. This brief was mainly for current members looking to upgrade in a lifetime. But if you're just joining us, we have cheaper services, obviously, and keep an eye on an email because I think when I get back from Colorado next week, we might even be doing a brief on psychedelics, okay? So I need you to send me an email immediately. Even if you can't like ACH or wire the lump sum in the next 24 hours or 48 hours, as long as you get me an email that says, Wiz, I want it, I'll give you time. I know people I got to talk to my significant other. I need to maneuver some funds. I get that. Just shoot me an email, in the next, shoot me an email right now. Wiz, I'm on it. I'm in because it's only five people for the lump sum, folks. Otherwise, I'm actually losing money on this. And I do promise that most of this is going over the fence into our foundation because we just don't. Again, I ask people for donations. Maybe I don't do it good enough. Maybe my deliveries, whatever. The final option is obviously I try and fly lifetime members in our fighter jet. That, ladies, I currently charge. I don't charge. The foundation charges 10 grand minimum to go flying in our L-39 fighter jet. I think as of today, I've taken 11 TGO members flying in that jet. Priceless experience. So there's your final irresistible offer. If you've ever wanted to, and the answer is yes. I have let people transfer. Kid, Chris Proven, Tomcat guy, actually flies the L-39 now, but he gave it to his wife, Linda. I took her flying at Sun and Fun last year. So kind of like your lifetime membership, I will allow you to transfer your L-39 flight to somebody else. Because I'm that guy. Okay, questions. Somebody asked earlier, this right here, this recent pop is nothing but a short squeeze. If you don't know what a short squeeze is, you got to join. But this ain't based on, this isn't the all clear. Like, yay, everything's fine. No, this was last week, right here, we had a blowout non-farm payroll jobs number. And a lot of people I know were short, meaning they thought the market was going to go down. Well, some folks and institutional said, no, we're going to squeeze the shorts, baby. And this is a pop. So I do not, you can see the trend, folks. This ain't, I don't think we got a Merry Christmas coming. And like I said, before I jumped on the air, my phone's blowing up from my network of buddies going, dude, did you see this Friday, the 13th type of attack? Oh my God, man. So let me end on a high note. I'm going to teach you how to make money and to profit off bad. That sounds bad. You ready for this? I'm going to teach you how to profit off good. I mean, folks, when the market was going straight up, we were printing money with everybody else. When the market's volatile, we destroy the smart money and everybody else, right? So this is, I absolutely love doing this, and I'm very passionate about what I do. Let me look at some questions here. Daniel, Wiz, I need some healing as a disabled vet. Can I get a 50% discount on your hunters and full throttle? Daniel, my brother, the answer is yes, my bro. I did not know that. Shoot me an email, Daniel, and I'll give you the veterans discount. Thank you for that. And you will, Daniel, if 50%, you will sponsor 1.5 veterans for treatment if I give you a 50% discount. So there you go, my brother, putting the ladder down. All right, so I didn't mean to go this long, and like I said, this was kind of for existing Top Gun Options members to upgrade into the lifetime. But here we go. Here's the brief. It's currently $1,800, $1,500, $1,250. But I'm going to start and go in this direction. Right now, you got 24 hours to do $1,250. Then it's going to be $1,500, and then it's going to be $1,800. Back to normal. Okay. And guess what, folks? Even at $1,800 a month, it's a steal. It's a steal. Wait, let me pull up my personal. Where's my personal account? How we looking? Month to date. And what's month to date? 7 trading days. 12,500 bucks. That's my personal account, folks. The model portfolios are crushing it. Excuse me. Sharon, Wiz, will I be able to get a credit towards the lifetime membership I already have paid for 1 year, including the hunters? It paid for 1 year, including the hunters. What? I'm not sure what you mean. Sharon, just shoot me an email. Technically, this is a pretty good standalone deal. If you're talking the lump sum, maybe I'll knock it down a little bit. But Sharon, just send me an email. Give me a little bit more of what you're doing. You guys know me. I try and hook people up, man. I'm not a charity. This needs to make money, but even doing this, I like trying to help people out. So, all right, Sharon, shoot me an email, and I will hook you up and see what I can do. Okay, I'm always open to drug deals, folks. Medicine deals, not drug deals. Okay, I got to go. Email me. Lump sum, the first 5 people. It looks like 2 people might have already emailed me and are taking that. And then everybody else can do monthly, $1,250. I was going to do $1,500 a month in this brief, but I said, no, I'm going to be nice. So you already saved $250. What's 250? 250 times 12 months. I just saved you $3,000 with this link by doing this instead, because I took my microdose today and I feel nice. 24 hours later, it's going to be $1,500, and then by the weekend, you'll be up to $1,800. So please act immediately. I love this stuff. I'm very excited. Not happy about what's going on. If you're traveling or you're in a public place on Friday, head on a swivel. 8 million foreigners have invaded this country, and I'm not saying that as a racist. It's the fact. 3 years under this president, wide open border, 8 million people streamed across. You ever look at the videos? Fighting age military males. If I was a radical Islamic terrorist or ISIS or anybody, and I'm like, dude, don't worry about a fake passport or flying on an airliner into America. I'll fly to Mexico and let's have a ton of terror cells just walk across and get into the United States. Seeing videos of these animals walking through Israeli neighborhoods, killing children, cutting the heads off them, is the biggest argument for a well-regulated militia that I have in my closet right here. If you are an anti-gun nut, you're going to be a bullet sponge someday. I guarantee you. I hate talking like this, but if this will never come here. Are you insane? Are you insane? Do you want to count on that? I'm telling you, folks, I got a bad feeling about what's coming. But ending on a high note, we're going to print money one more time. Here's my physical E-Trade brokerage account, folks, right there. Scroll down, 84.65, 87%. In the past 2 months, as the world panicked, we're destroying it. So don't like blood in the streets, but I like green in the account. I got to go. I have a marketing meeting for our My Crew Doses and No Fallen Heroes supplement launch that we're doing on Veterans Day. And if you're a lifetime member, and my phone's buzzing, so people are hopefully grabbing the offer, you're going to get a discount on when we launch our healing line of products. I'm so excited. So that's it. Join Lifetime. As soon as I see you joined. Oh, before I forget, you're going to get a text from me. When you join, you get a text, 2 texts from me to join the Lifetime group. You just click on the both links, and I'll let you into the group. Okay, this is what it looks like online. So before I forget, so Steve, buckle up. My source says Syria is getting involved too. I think you and I have the same source. I think we're looking at a 3-front war in Israel, north, south, and to the right. And that's why the Gerald Ford is probably sitting there. So, folks, this is what it looks like. Obviously, it's on your phone, but look at this. Currently, there's 248 Lifetime members in here, man. This is the best hedge fund I've ever seen. So, and look at this. I mean, right in here, man. Look at this. There's my bear call spread, printing money. I already paid for your month this month. There you go, Tony. Wiz called, heading lower to 43.50. I told you, brother. So this is what it looks like. So you're going to, once you join, I'm going to send you a text or an email with 2 links to join. Click on it, and I'll approve you to get in here because this is members only, baby. Okay? All right, guys, I got to go. Sorry about that. I will get the replay posted. If you came in late, here's the replay. And let me give you this link. It's going to take me, I got to do this call, but it'll be up later this afternoon. So obviously this is the last time I gave this brief, so don't watch this replay because it's old. Oh, finally, folks, if you want to just check out the junior varsity, the JV, and I'm not offending anybody in the in the hunters, right? It's $4.97 a month. Let me give you this one real quick. So this is the initial gateway drug. So there's the link for the hunters, which is kind of like I said, the JV. It's over here. It's online. It's kind of junior. But everything I post in Lifetime gets posted in here. It's just you got to keep paying your membership dues, and you're not on an app. So it's a little. It's right here. Okay, so I forgot about that. So if you're on the replay page and you're like, wait a minute, $4.97 a month, that's for the JV. Okay, JV $4.97 a month. So I forgot to mention that. All right, I got to go. Wiz at TopGunOptions.com. If you got any questions, Sharon, I'll talk to you. Daniel, I'll hook you up. And I got to go. Have a great rest of your day. Hug your kids, your wife, your husband. Hug somebody today, man, because this world needs some healing. Okay. Yeah. Here's the link. This is our most recent podcast. It's me, Daniel Carcillo, Cody Shandroff from Amberia Capital. We're all talking about the psychedelic space. And then if you want to listen to it on Spotify because you're in traffic or going to the gym, here's the link. It's on Apple Podcasts too. Subscribe to the Max Afterburner podcast. You bet. There it is right there. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you're hedged, especially in this market. Look at this thing. Fights on. Namaste and basi basi. God bless all of you, and welcome aboard to the people that are doing something because my phone's buzzing. Whiz out. See you next time.